Hello, Cheryl here, the No Sugar Coach. Welcome to my Feast on Wellness series, video number 9. Thanks so much for joining me again. Today, I want to talk about the egg fast. I've talked about it briefly in the past, but today I want to get into it a little bit deeper because I've actually started the egg fast again. I started today, and I plan to do it for about 5 days. So, what is the egg fast? Well, it's a fast that's meant for short term. It's a short term way of eating that can promote weight loss. It's pretty restrictive, as the name suggests, and it's definitely ketogenic because all you eat are eggs, cheese, and butter. So for my egg fast, I'm choosing cheeses that are low in casein because when digested, casein is broken down into smaller peptides called casomorphins. And I've done a whole video on that a little while ago. So these casomorphin peptides can bind to opioid receptors in the brain. It's similar to how endorphins or certain drugs do, which may produce like a mild pleasure or like a really like a comfort sensation. And for me, that sort of sensation can create an like a huge urge to eat more than I need. So, next thing you know, I'm adding cheese to all of my meals. So I really have to be careful. So to be on the safe side, there are some cheeses that I'm going to avoid and some choices that I will eat, or some cheeses that I will eat. I'm going to avoid the hard aged cheeses like cheddar and Parmesan and Gruyere because they contain the highest concentrations of casein per serving. But softer cheeses like fresh cheeses like mozzarella and ricotta, camembert and brie, cottage cheese, cream cheese, these still have a substantial amount of casein in them, but in lower concentrations per serving. So I'll be having the softer cheeses. So if you want to try an egg fast and you don't have a relationship issue with these cheeses, then choose any cheese that you like. So here are the core rules of the egg fast and how I bend those rules when I think they're kind of dumb. I didn't invent this egg fast. But anyways, here are the rules that you'll find out there on the internet and what I do. So rule number 1, eat at least 6 whole eggs per day. Whole eggs meaning the whites and the yolks. I'm usually full after 2 eggs at each meal, but if you need to eat more eggs than that, of course, you go for it. Rule number 2, for each egg that you consume, you have 1 tablespoon of butter. You can substitute the butter with bacon drippings, duck fat, tallow, lard, or ghee. For me, I have found that using a maximum of 6 tablespoons of butter over the 3 meals works best, even if I end up eating more than 6 eggs in a day. More fat than that, and there is absolutely no weight loss for me because, like I said, I've done this before and I know what I can get away with. So if you find that you're doing the egg fast and it's not really working for you, then maybe cut back on the fat. Rule number 3, eat up to 1 ounce of full fat cheese per egg. I personally, like from my experience, I think that's too much cheese. If I eat 6 eggs, that would mean having 6 ounces of cheese. And I do best with a maximum of 4 ounces of cheese per day. And of course, you can feel free to experiment. If you can have more cheese, all the power to you. Rule number 4, eat your first egg-based meal within 30 minutes of waking. I think that's nonsense. It's not based on any science. I eat my first meal when I'm hungry for it. I think the recommendation to eat your first egg-based meal within 30 minutes of waking is intended to establish like a routine that promotes adherence to the egg fast restrictive guidelines. But I say if you're not hungry, just don't eat. Rule number 5, eat an egg-based meal every 3 to 5 hours, even if you're not hungry. Now, I think that's just plain dumb. I say eat only when you're truly hungry. Rule number 6, stop eating 3 hours before bedtime. I totally agree with this rule, not just during the egg fast, but every day. Rule number 7, drink plenty of water. I say drink when you're thirsty and feel free to enjoy black tea or black coffee. No sugar, no creams. So in the notes below, you will find a link where you can download my free 3-day egg fast. It's a planner, a tracker, and there's even some recipes to, liven things up because eggs and cheese and butter can get pretty boring very quickly. And I think you'll find it a helpful guide. So the intended benefits of the egg fast are, well, many people use the egg fast to break through weight loss plateaus. The high fat, moderate protein, and very low carbohydrate intake can help the body enter or maintain ketosis. And the limited choices make meal planning pretty straightforward. So, what are the risks and considerations? So, of course, I'm not telling you to follow an egg fast. I'm just sharing what I know about it and how I plan to do it. Some people will experience constipation because, as you know, cheese can bind some people up. People with certain medical conditions or taking medications should check in with their doctors before attempting an egg fast. Oh, this one is funny. People with egg allergies should obviously not, follow the egg fast. Yes, people ask me if it's okay to do an egg fast if they have allergies to eggs. So that's it for today's video. I will check in again with you very shortly, let you know how I'm doing with this. As usual, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to download the free guide. The link is down below. Give me a thumbs up while you're at it. And in the meantime, eat well, be kind to yourself, and keep a smile on your face. Bye for now.